That's the whole tragic point, my friends. What would I do?
Yo, 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 it's the Professionally Reckless Show.
Happy New Year.
Hey, guys.
Black and white people.
Happy New Year.
Shit, it's good to be back.
It is the first show of the year.
What?
For
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Too.
We got a lot of shit to talk about today.
Yes, we do. So today, we have very important special guests here.
Oh, yes.
The Semper Fresh crew is in the building.
Yo, do you understand?
Hey.
I'm not getting it.
And they looking good, too. They came up in here. I'm talking about the whole
suited
squad.
and booted, y'all.
They came up in here ready, okay? And I'm so excited to have them on. They're a black-owned business, two former Marines, and we're going to get to that a little bit later, so just stay tuned.
You're going to want to hear this. This is going to be a dope ass.
It's going to be so live. Right. So let's get down to it. How was your, first of all, how was your New Year?
My New Year was dope, actually. Okay. I had a great time. I went and partied with Bismarcky.
What?
You know what I mean? Yeah, I went down
You
there.
got to meet him and everything?
Yeah, you know, I had to, it was a, I didn't get to meet him, but just being in the presence, yo, it was a dope ass night.
Like one of hip hop greats, right?
It was a bunch of beautiful black people all having a great ass time. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what's up.
And you got to open yourself to these new experiences, man. Instead of being coddled up in the house, get out and enjoy yourself.
Exactly.
Learn you something.
I feel you.
So, it was a dope time. It was a dope time. But how about you? How was your New Year's? What'd you do? What'd you do? Huh?
I went to New York. And
jealous.
I was in Manhattan.
Jealous.
Kind of living it up. It was so like, but you know what? The people are so mean. Like everybody's just like, and so my friend is like, you can't be speaking to everybody because you know I talk to everybody like, hey, happy New Year, because it's the New Year. Everybody's supposed to be getting drunk. Everybody's supposed to be happy, like happy drunks, right? Not in New York.
So was you in Times Square? Was you in Times Square? Or you just was...
So I was right near. I didn't want to go for when the ball dropped because it's just too many people.
It's crazy though because it be packed.
Yeah.
If you got that claustrophobia and all them people on you, yo. It ain't healthy. I won't do it. If I was to do it, I would have to be in the Marriott. And my room would have to be facing where the ball dropped and me looking out and looking down on everybody.
So, so I don't know. I just kind of didn't want to be caught up all in that. But I did get to go to a party. It was this place called the Penthouse. And it was full of little socialites. I feel like so a friend of mine got the hookup for me to go.
Okay.
And I feel like they were kind of young for my taste. Like the atmosphere was kind of young feeling.
Okay, I feel what you're saying.
You know,
I mean? It's like saggy pants, and little skinny jeans.
No, it was like an upscale thing. Like, but it was a lot of socialites. Like people are just there doing it for the gram with their phones. And so nobody's having fun. Everybody's just kind of like recording. Everybody just doing it for the gram and for the snaps for real. So they and then they just stop and they just back to their bland selves, you know. Okay, so they even had something on the projector saying, "Don't be boring." I said, I can't with y'all.
So how did you act? Since it said don't be boring, how did you act?
You know me, I always have a good time, honey.
Look, she gave me the side eye when she said it.
You know me.
I already know how she get down.
I'ma have me a good time.
Have mercy.
So yeah, I had a good time though overall. I got to experience a different part of New York or whatever, tourist part, like fashion district part. It was pretty cool.
New York is a beautiful place, man, but I don't want to tour it in when it's cold out. It's got to be warm for me. I'm becoming a warm climate person, man. I ain't dealing with the cold. I ain't fuck the cold. I can say that because, see, for me, I work outside all year, all day.
Okay.
So if you give me a choice, I'm not going to go someplace where it's cold. I don't want to chill outside when it's cold. No,
right. I feel you. So let's go and get into this.
We got a couple different things we can get into.
Yeah, let's get into this.
What you want to get into first? Because I got some things, and I know I'm going to ruffle some feathers and hurt some people's buttholes, but I don't care. It needs to be said.
Okay.
What you want to touch first? I'll let you go first.
Okay.
Ladies first. Yeah.
No, go ahead. Do your thing.
All right, so... Yo, why are y'all... Okay, so there's a couple things right now that are keeping your attentions drawn on some bullshit.
Yeah,
versus really focusing on what's going on in the fucking world, you dumbasses. Y'all niggas is worried about some stupid movie called The Bird Box, which I refuse to waste my time to even bother to fucking watch. It's just stupid. Next, You know what I mean? Next,
You ain't see it?
No, I ain't watched
And you
that
just-
dumbass shit.
Why?
You got niggas running
How
around
you know
here.
if it's dumb if you ain't
Because
seen
you got
it?
niggas running around with
Irritating.
bandanas over their eyes and shit, walking in the walls and shit like that.
It's a
Motherfucker,
movie.
I don't give a fuck.
So you don't watch so what kind of movies you watch though?
Oh shit! See, you don't want to ask me that. I'm an old school dude, man.
Like you watch the same movies over and over again, like Friday,
nah.
What do you? What's the classics?
I'm a movie connoisseur because I try to watch everything.
Okay.
I watch everything.
Not the Bird
I won't watch
Box.
that Bird Box shit. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna watch it now, but I might get to it later on down the line. I don't see the importance of it right now. It's not something to be pressed about. You know what I mean? They using these as tactics to keep you focused on bullshit. Then with this, I'm gonna say it because it's 2019. 2019.
Oh my
fuck
gosh.
President Dump. I'm gonna say this shit because hold on, man.
Wow.
This dude is ignorant. And I said this when we first started this show that this dude was an asshole, and I'm gonna stick behind
Tone
my
go
guns.
off anytime somebody say
He's
Trump.
Okay, so you shut the government down. Why? I just want to know why, because you can't get a wall.
The funding for the wall. He didn't receive the funding for the wall.
So you didn't receive the funding to build a wall. Hey, dumbass, newsflash. Mexicans don't climb, they dig, bitch. They dug El Chapo out of jail, you stupid motherfucker. But you want to build a wall. How dumb is you, man? I mean, listen, but that's real though. You know what I mean? If you go past any type of construction site, you always see a Mexican with a shovel in his hand. I'm not trying to diss him or nothing like that, but these niggas can dig. Why are you gonna build a wall?
So, thousands of people have
No, hold on. There's hundreds of thousands of people that are not working right now.
Yeah, they're out of work.
But I don't even want to talk about those people.
Who you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the people that have to work and not getting paid for it.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, so
Yeah,
I got an inside source on that.
Yeah, let me hear
so
about
an
that.
inside source told me that a lot of the government employees are taking sick days.
But I ain't
Like,
mad at them.
a
Are you
lot.
mad at them? Are you mad at them for doing it? I'm not
A
mad
lot
at
of them taking their sick days. But hey,
So from what I understand, I heard a lot of them at the TSA are doing the same thing. You know what I mean? See, now, here's where some of the shit. I couldn't be Secret Service. If I was Secret Service on the
I'd be
president's detail, nigga, am I gonna get paid today?
dodge that bullet.
Shit. I ain't taking no bullet for you. I couldn't do that anyway because I'm not taking no bullet for the president. Nah, I just can't do that, nigga. Nah, nigga,
Dodge that.
nigga, I'd be like, you missed. Hit him, shoot him again. Nigga. I'm
Like,
down.
move out the
But
way.
yo, that's got to be hard. That you got to get up and go to work every day knowing that you're not going to be paid. You're not going to be compensated for what you do.
$5.6 billion to build a wall to keep people out.
Yo,
like,
you
I
want me to
just
be-
don't.
It's not going to keep people out. It's not going to stop
It's a
nothing.
waste.
So you want to know my personal opinion? I think this wall is being built so he can get a kickback at it some type of way. His peoples is getting paid. Somebody is getting paid. Somewhere along the line, he's greasing pockets and he made promises. He made promises now that he can't keep. You know what I mean? And you taking people like, yo, people are starting to suffer now, man.
Right.
How long are you gonna keep this government shut down and just watch the government just crumble and fall apart?
And
You know
the
what I mean?
thing is, the border crossings, illegal border crossings have like dropped, but it's like, oh, did you hear about over the holiday season, like kids dying on the border and things like that? Like, what's the point in all of this? We got over 800,000 people that are not getting paid, that are like furloughed and all of that crap, trying to figure out how they're going to pay their mortgages, trying to figure out how they're going to feed their children.
Exactly.
Like, what, over a freaking
A
wall?
wall. Think about this, a wall.
I can't with Trump.
You know
Like,
what I mean?
he on my
nigga.
nerves.
Yo, the irony, and then the people. So we're at a time right now where we watching, you know what I mean? The real racism come out of these people. Some of these people on your friends list on Facebook, on your timeline, are really starting to show their true colors
Oh,
of who
yes.
they are and how they feel. Now they've been undercover for a long time, but since Dump took office, they
They real bold nowadays.
Sending them subliminal signals saying it's okay to come out.
Real bold
Let the niggas
nowadays.
know that you don't like them. And it's not only niggers. Here, let the gooks know. Let the fucking wetbacks know. Let everybody know we don't like their ass.
And so much so that recently, student Camila Campbell in Florida, she basically took her SAT, She got a 900, so you can get 1,600 points. There's 2 parts. You can get 1,600 points total, 800, 800, right?
Yeah.
When she first took the SAT, she didn't study, so she got a 900.
All right.
Her mom paid for tutors, bought her books, all kinds of stuff to get her up to par. So she took the SAT again. She scored like a 1230.
Okay.
And so this was back in what, March 10th, right?
Okay.
So she took it March 10th, and then so by January 1st, like the schools, you gotta they have to have your SATs to know if you got in the school and stuff in regular college. Like I went to the military, I ain't take the SATs, but just the rundown on people like not knowing. So they send her
your education real quick.
A letter talking about her score's invalid, and they wouldn't even tell her to score at first.
Why were her scores invalid?
Because she got over 300 points more than the previous time that she took it.
So, what I'm understanding right now is you saying the child cheated or she just
they're questioning her integrity. They're questioning her integrity. So. Now, and it's assassinating her character. Now, this sets her back because now she can't apply to college. Now, they're messing up her future, her potential future.
Because you're jealous that this child went back and studied and came back and knocked it out the box.
Exactly.
That's what we're doing today.
And it's like no matter what we do to become equal, to meet these criteria, that's these tests are.
That's never going to happen.
They're making money off these tests, by the way.
They are, but this is never going to happen. For you to stop and think that we can strive to try to be equal, we will never be equal. And
exactly, because every time we meet the bar, they put it right back up here.
The truth is, we're playing their game, but you have to play their game by your rules.
Politicking.
I mean, I'm gonna play it by my rules. I'm not gonna break your rules. I'm gonna play it my way. I'm gonna bend and stretch. I might find a loophole here or there. I'm going to do what I got to do.
So she hired attorney Ben Crump. Now, he's like a top lawyer. He's the first.
Cleans their ass out.
Listen to how much shit he is. He is the shit he is, okay? He is the first African-American president of the Federal Bar Association for the Northern District of Florida. Say that 5 times fast,
I ain't doing that. I ain't even saying 1 time fast.
Then he's the first African-American chairman of the Florida State University College of Law Board of Directors. Now, here's the thing. Camila Campbell, she wants to attend Florida State, and she wants to major in dance. Now, in high school, she has a 3.1 GPA, and it's like her mom is like, I pay for all of these books. I'm talking about print books from Princeton and studying from all of these books. Yeah. And y'all gonna tell me that my daughter can't even apply to college? Like,
he gonna eat that shit alive, though. I mean, real talk, though. He gonna eat that shit alive.
I really think so. He's won millions and millions in cases with concerning civil rights, and has starred in like movies and things like that too, because he's such a great role model. Really, he's a black attorney. Like, come on now.
Can I pay him a retainer? Because I might need him here.
What you need?
I might need him because I'm a little ignorant. I be getting in shit. I need a lawyer sometimes to get me out of shit.
No, you don't.
Because I be saying shit.
You be keeping your nose clean.
I be trying to.
You be keeping your nose clean.
Yo, real quick though. Fuck McDonald's. That's another one I'm gonna say. Fuck McDonald's.
What happened to McDonald's now?
You ain't see that video?
Oh,
nigga. Hold on now. Wait a goddamn minute here. So this obviously I'm saying he was a Trump supporter. I'm willing to bet on this guy. He's a Trump supporter. He was feeling himself. You reached across this counter and grabbed this chick, but she put them motherfuckers.
Oh my gosh, she beat him so bad.
She gave that nigga a 10-piece chicken McNugget. Eat that, nigga. Eat that.
You know.
I ain't mad at him,
my goodness.
But here's where I'm angry at. That is a woman and she was holding her down. You had how many niggas or how many men standing around watching that shit go down?
The black woman is the most unprotected, disrespected.
Stupid.
I'm telling you.
What kind of shit is that though? The manager was some old bitch ass nigga talking about telling the guy, fuck that. Before that chick, he should have grabbed that chick. Y'all niggas should have been over the counter and everybody should have been whipping that dude. Like, don't you dare touch one of ours.
But you know what? So I do see that side of it because
I'm trying,
as a black woman, I do see that side because yes, we are the most unprotected, disrespected by other races and our own people.
This is true. I agree with you.
And it's like, oh, there it is up there. Now, look at that.
Look at that shit. Hold on. Why is he holding her? Stop for a second. Pause the shit.
Well, here's my rebuttal. Here's my rebuttal to that.
Give me, because I'm gonna eat it.
You're in a.
Go ahead.
I get what everybody's saying. I can get both sides, but you're in a professional environment. He works there too, so he's trying to de-escalate the situation. He know that she is whooping his ass.
Okay.
He know. He see it. We can see.
Okay, wait a minute.
We can see.
Wait a minute. So if that's the case, right? You trying to de-escalate while this man got his hands on this woman. I don't give a damn I don't give a damn if it's a black woman. It's a woman.
Right.
So as a man, okay, I'm gonna reach around and step inside and hit this nigga with a cross or McRib to his jaw.
But I don't think that's the way to dissolve. I think some people.
I agree with you. What you gonna do? You're gonna take the manager. The manager, when you had the manager was up there, was like, "Okay, everybody, calm down, please. Can you please stop, motherfucker? This man still got his hands on his neck."
I think maybe he felt like him grabbing her was a way of protecting her. I'm not a woman listen though.
I see what you're saying.
I'm not a woman who sits back and tries to nitpick with my problems with black men, like make problems appear with black men.
I know what you're saying.
So maybe what we feel like should have happened, maybe he did it another way. You know, are we open to that? Him handling that another way and trying to get her out the situation? Like, just because they work there. That's their place of business. At least he could do is save her from getting in trouble and protect her instead of throwing hands on him and then both of them beating him up. And how that look? You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't have been in that McDonald's.
Right?
I'd have had to catch the charge that day. I had to catch the charge that day. I'm not even gonna lie. I'd have been like, and I would have sat right there until the police came to him. Be like, yeah, I whooped him. I'd do it again too. Shit, fuck.
But it's like when you have to think long term. You know that the system is not set up for black people, especially black men.
So black the problem with that is so what you right now is what you're saying is the system is set up for crackers to do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Yes,
and that's wrong. That's bullshit. So when are we gonna stop? Hey, baby daddy, what's up, baby daddy? Baby daddy just walked in the building, y'all. Baby daddy just walked in the building. Look, he made me lose my own
if you guys have any opinions about the McDonald's situations, call 301-232-5700. It'll be right there at the bottom of the screen.
Just call us real quick. I want to hear how y'all feel about this. I mean, real shit. Don't call me with no bullshit.
But like, how you already know that you gotta think. That's what we don't do. We live in the moment and we don't think. So if you know that the system's not, if a white guy call the cops on you, you already know it's gonna be a hostile situation.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a personal, real life situation.
And there could be a slight chance that it won't be, but it's two black people beating up on a guy. It had the guy intervene that way, in the way that you would want him to.
It's okay. It's fucked up anyhow you look at it. That's how I'm gonna say it. It's just fucked up anyhow you look at it.
Oh yeah, it should have never happened.
It should have happened. And then two, this is the same guy that they were saying he was quickly arrested after the fact, but watch him get slapped on the wrist and sent on his way. Now, this child lost her fucking job behind that shit. Because
did she?
She lost. Look it up. It's state McDonald's fired her.
Wow. Well, I don't know. I gotta check that, but
check that for me, please.
That's bold as hell. That's bold.
It is bold. And I mean, you lose your job because you had to defend yourself. Because I'm sorry. If I
that's a lawsuit. Big Crump, where you at?
So who was that? Where was that?
Big Crump.
That lawyer. You need to hook them two up.
Ben Crump, where are you at?
Hello. Who you talking to?
Hi. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Professionally Reckless Show. You on with Di and Tone? What's good?
This is Real Relicious. I'm from Next Level Radio. I have my own show, but I wanted to call you guys to let you know that, I am a minority woman, and I was a correction officer for 20 years.
Okay.
And a white individual accused me of trying to kill him. I've never been in trouble my entire life. I worked in public safety my entire life.
Okay.
And the system didn't do anything after. Everything was said and done, and everything was dropped, except for one thing.
What?
My whole life, 401k plan, my retirement, everything was ruined. My nursing licenses, I worked midnight shifts for 16 years, and I went to school for nursing, and everything was taken away from me. And this is how I ended up in radio.
Oh, my goodness, bro.
And they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything to this person, and this person is in for rape, assault, okay? And they didn't do anything to him. Okay.
Wow.
But they got me for grabbing. The only thing they have on camera is me grabbing his elbow, trying to prevent him from throwing a staff phone onto someone else and preventing him from hurting someone else.
So you were doing your
and
job.
So they got
basically.
me on an assault charge. But you know what? At the end of the day, you know, people think that, you know, don't get me wrong, assault is assault. When somebody hits you, you have a right to defend yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But the system is set up where me or someone else who is considered a minority, okay, if we defend ourselves or we do something to, even just to the smallest extent,
that looks
they'll throw the
aggressive.
book
Yeah.
on us.
Man.
Yeah.
So it's
You're
basically
so
set
right.
up to lose anyhow you look at it, man. You know what I mean?
Tell us
Yes,
your name again.
let me.
Tell us your name again.
So on Facebook, I'm DACA, but my name is real_relicious, and you can find me on Instagram. I'm a radio host for Next Level Radio and Blazing Radio, the Hotspot show.
Okay.
And this is why I ended up on radio, because no government job is going to hire you, okay, after an incident
You're
like
right
that.
about that. You're right.
And
Wow.
my life was ruined.
I
ended up
see?
homeless. I ended up losing all my savings after I was represented. And let me tell you, it's been hell. So when you're working in public safety, there are certain things that you can't do. You can't take pictures. You can't exploit yourself on social media. And I had no other choice but to do that. And that's why I got recognized, and that's why I'm in the position that I am in today.
Wow.
But
Thanks
in saying
so
that,
much
Thank you for calling in and
telling your
us that.
story.
Yo, we
let
Oh,
me
my
tell you,
goodness.
and I'm still suffering because of it, okay? Because even though you would think being a correctional officer for that long, you would think that you'll be put in protective custody or that people wouldn't talk so much. I got the complete opposite. I got into fights. Nobody protected me, and everybody thought that I was gonna, cause trouble because of the things that I know and the position that I was in. But it ruined my life. It ruined my life.
Oh my goodness! Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your story, but thank you so much for sharing.
Definitely check her out. We're gonna check her out.
Thanks for tuning in, Real.
Thank you.
So
thank you so much. I love your show. I'm sitting here in bed after a 3-hour Zumba class, and I'm like just listening to y'all. And
thanks so much for listening. We love you. You are who make us who we are.
We got another listener. Oh shit!
Oh my
we got
goodness.
another listener. We moving up now. I think we got 9 now.
What I wanted to comment on what she said was she is a minority and she was a corrections officer.
So that she was doing her job though.
It's like she got the like the police, black policemen. They have it hard both ways, because if you are a cop and you're black, you get shunned by the black community.
Yeah.
Right? And then also, if you're a cop and you're black, if something goes down with a Caucasian or somebody else of another race, you're automatically a target.
Exactly. So
and you lose everything. Her 401k. Damn.
Yo, this chick said she was homeless. She lost everything for doing her job. Ain't that a bitch? So it makes you in a fucked up situation. Like, yo, you don't want to do nothing. I mean, like, for me, man.
And it's like nowadays, nobody's safe. With the government, getting the government job used to mean security, right?
So we were having a conversation, and in the world today, as us men, we need to protect ourselves too in the work environment. You know what I mean? Especially dealing with these ladies, because they be like, oh, sexual harassment in a minute. So if I got to talk to a female coworker or anything like that, I'm having 1 or 2 or 3 different niggas there as witnesses, because that shit is real, dog.
They call it the Me Too movement, right?
Yes, and if you get caught up, it's like you get blackballed all the way across. You'll never find another job.
Oh, so are you hitting towards this R. Kelly thing? Because we about to go there. Oh, I'm about to do it.
Look, before we go there, don't get me started. We got a call real quick. Who? We got somebody call in. Don't hang up on us.
Professionally Reckless Show. Who's calling?
How you doing?
Okay, this is the Ya Sharif.
What's going on, God?
Yo, peace and blessings, dog. Listen, I want to get back on that McDonald's situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, now, sister, you had made a point that the black woman is the most disrespected, most unprotected woman on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
But in the next breath, and I'm not trying to put you down or nothing, I'm just, making a point, because I got nothing but love and respect and reverence for you.
Mm-hmm.
You made a point in your next breath that they were doing their job. They were, she was on, no, they were supposed to beat the brakes off this nigga.
Right. I didn't think that.
not to touch our women.
Oh, I can't hear you. You kind of muffled.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We do not allow. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good now, bro.
All right. We cannot allow any man, a black man, a white man, or any alien. We cannot allow a wild dog to touch our women without us going into protect mode.
Right. But
we have to protect the God.
Right. And what else?
But listen, we come from a matriarchal society, but we were taught a male-dominated society through the pains and tribulations of slavery and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was the major part in us coming out of respecting our women.
Right, I agree.
That a nation can rise no higher than the plateau that it put its woman on.
Right. Now, here's what I'm saying.
You don't allow anyone to disrespect, and I mean, this man physically grabbed this woman. Now, initially, McDonald's fired this woman. You know, now they got her on a paid leave because
paid leave. Okay, paid leave.
A man after being grabbed on their job.
She shouldn't be on nothing. She shouldn't be on.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing here. I understand a man's need to protect, but it's how you do it. When you are a logical thinking man, when you are responsible for your family, for your culture, you think differently about how you handle situations, because what good is him and her beating him up? What good is that doing for our image? Like the narrative of black. I think he had the opportunity to change the narrative of black men and how they react.
Okay. You really give me the opportunity to respond to this right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because of the fact that we are failing to realize we are at war. We've been at war for 400 years.
I'm with you here.
Okay? There are no rules.
Hey, you at war with your phone right now? You at war with your phone right now? So we're gonna
and our children. And you know what? The whole point of me calling you is, if you look at it, there's an attack on our black women right now.
Yeah,
it's not even a black woman anymore. They emasculated the black man.
Wow, that's deep. Thanks for calling in.
A black woman. A queen, a goddess.
Thanks for calling in so much.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Listen.
We got another call.
We got another call.
We got to move on, brother. I appreciate the
Thanks
call,
for
man.
calling in. Thanks for listening. We appreciate you.
Yeah. So, who?
Professionally Reckless Show. Who's calling?
Who's next?
Okay, they hung up. Okay, cool. So I get what he's saying. Like, I get it. I get all of that. We at war and all of that stuff, but I feel like we can't handle it the way that people think. Like, I think we have different people to handle different situations different. We had the Black Panthers and we had MLK. We had, I think different parts. There's a time and place for everything. So that right there didn't warrant him. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, I see what you're saying, but I still stand behind that.
She had it.
Yeah, but as a woman, though, you know what I mean? Like, that's like, okay, now, I done seen some situations. That's like if me and you were out, and you get some shit.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just not going to stand there and just be like, nah, but on the same token, but I know this woman next to me.
Right.
She gets down. She got them hands, y'all. She got them hands. And don't ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Nigga, because I seen it with my own 2 eyes. You know what I mean? She put them.
I am a new creature. I am new. 2019. Here we go.
No, she's lying, dog.
I haven't done that in a long time.
Listen, had that white dude had grabbed this woman over here, he'd have been all kind of fucked up. That black dude wouldn't have been able to grab her because she'd have been whooping his ass. He'd have came over that counter. No, nigga, you gonna take these feet.
Look, I'm telling you,
nigga.
I'm telling you, I'm just that part of my life is over. I've moved on. I'm trying to grow and mature.
I want to touch something else, man, because this is a real. We got another call. Who? Hey.
Professionally Reckless Show. Who's calling?
What's happening? They coming.
Professionally Reckless Show. Who's calling?
What up, though? It's Zay Rouse, man. How we doing?
What's happening? Good. Thank you for calling.
Hey, look, I'm in the building, man. What up?
What's up? What you got?
Is there a delay? What's up?
No, we good. What's happening?
Man, I want to weigh in on that R. Kelly thing.
Oh, see,
Yes.
you jumping the gun. Oh, here we go. I was going for
Okay, you can get the conversation started, Zay Rouse. Go ahead.
I'm a weigh in on it.
Go ahead.
How you feel about that, man?
I had a conversation with a few friends. And look, I had a conversation with a few friends. Can you separate the art from the artist?
They can't.
This
people
is what
can't
I was
right now.
Thank you, Zay Rouse.
That's deep, but they can't though. They can't separate it, brother.
Thank you, Zay Rouse. I feel like this.
What?
Y'all talking about he the king of R&B. What king do that? That's y'all
There's
king?
a bunch of kings that doing this shit. Hold on now. Let's hold on now. The niggas, there's a lot of them. Michael G. Don't forget about old Mikey. Was it the light skin or the dark skin Michael Jackson we talking about here? Was he the light skin, the in between one? Hold on now. And he was the king of pop. You say that to a white person, they gonna lose their mind. He was a pedophile himself. Elvis, don't say that now.
It wasn't substantiated though.
What you guys say? Zay Rouse, what you got?
So here's the thing. So here's the thing. Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, and what's the other black person? Bill Cosby. They all have one thing in common.
What that is? Because they black.
They all black.
They all black.
Absolutely.
And here's my thing. It's just to tear down the black man.
They ain't got the complexion for the protection. You feel me?
Ooh.
That ain't me. That's Paul Moon.
Well,
say that one more time, brother. Say that one more time.
They ain't got the complexion for the protection.
Thank you. Ooh.
I had to do it again. One time.
What?
Zay Rouse, I really feel like Zay Rouse, I really feel like you should just end with that note because that was so much in one statement. Thank you so much for calling and supporting us.
We appreciate it, man. Thank you.
You heard it first from Zay Rouse.
Anybody you want to shout out? Anybody you want to shout out while you on here?
Shout your people.
Oh, you already know who I'm going to shout out.
Go ahead, shout them out.
Go ahead and shout them out.
Simple Fresh. Hey, Simple Fresh.
Oh, Fresh family. All right. Support black businesses. Support your people. Thanks for calling in, Zay Rouse, and thanks for supporting your black businesses. Thank you.
This is professionally reckless when we support black businesses.
I'm telling you. So, with the R. Kelly thing, I just want to...
Oh, go ahead. Because we're going to talk about the Harvey Weinsteins and all them motherfuckers that are able to do the same thing that Kels is doing, and ain't nobody talking about that.
So, here's the thing with that.
Shit, Hugh did the same thing. Hugh Hefner was doing the same thing in the Playboy Mansion. He was fucking them young chicks, too.
Hello.
It's because he's Caucasian. But some people are like, it's not because he's white. Yes, the fuck it is.
But here's the thing with the R. Kelly thing. There is no excuse. I get there's a target on black men doing crazy sexual acts to people.
I get that.
But R. Kelly he's the Pied Piper of pedophiles.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm not. Yes,
Damn.
He is the Pied Piper of pedophiles.
Okay, so
that man is a monster.
Okay, yeah, he is. And these people, and this is not brand new.
But
people have known this all along.
But still continue to support his music.
Okay, so hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back like a month ago. Let's go back a month ago. Wasn't nobody caring or thinking about Kels and the shit he was doing then until this documentary came out. That was a big issue, and everybody wants to have their piece on it.
So here's the only thing that made it, because it had been already out there. When Aaliyah died, the allegations when they were dating, it was already out there. But it's like it was so normal back then.
Hold on. It was.
Society made it so normal to date.
What's the big deal now?
The times have changed. We got LGBT.
Okay, so that was back then. That was back then.
We got LGBT. We got LGBTQ rights today.
Wait a minute. Those niggas be going off yo.
No, I'm just saying things change.
Some of them little LGBT niggas need to go back to the fucking closet where you came from, motherfucker. Because back in the days you was quiet and you didn't say shit. So take your happy ass back there with your fucking overly faggy ass.
And here's the reckless. You are reckless.
No, yes I am.
Today.
But I'm telling you the
Professionally
truth.
reckless show, guys.
You know what I mean? Back then, where was the LGBT, the gay community? Where was the gay community back then?
So here's the thing.
Them niggas was in the closet.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Just a second. The laws have changed. Times have changed. Things are no longer acceptable.
Okay, I got that. So okay, but it's not like these acts are happening today. These acts happen Back then.
Well, people,
and
you
even
also,
then it wasn't acceptable. This is not shit that was acceptable. These were parents that seen a superstar come in and want to holler at their child.
And I
where were the fuck
blame
the parents?
Yes,
because
I
the parents
the
let this shit happen. There's no way that R. Kelly could come to me and be like, "Yo, my daughter, I'm gonna take your daughter. Nigga, I'm gonna put 2 holes in your motherfucking kneecaps and cut your dick off at the same time."
But then people are starstruck. They get hung up on the money.
So wait a minute.
That's R. Kelly.
So you talking about
their mamas probably want to have sex with him.
Nigga,
Of course she gonna want.
So you sacrifice your child because you Star Trek?
Yes, and so here's the thing. So I watched the little documentary there the other day. I did, and so they said somebody called Aaliyah and her mama having a threesome with R. Kelly. This is what I'm talking about with the mom using their kid as like
so don't
bait
go on TV now. So don't go on TV now crying and acting feeling sorry like, oh my God, he did this type of shit. When you were in the middle of the fucking shit yourself, you were just as wrong.
Right.
You're an adult and you have a conscious decision to do with your child to take your child out of that. Don't put your child in that situation. You got some sick twisted fantasy.
What she was saying was leave Aaliyah out of it. That's what the mom made a statement. Miss Houghton, Aaliyah's mom, she made a statement like leave Aaliyah out of it, blah, blah, blah.
So what about his faggy ass brother? Is that his brother that's locked up?
Yeah.
Oh, we got somebody who wanted to. Oh shit, who we got there?
Professionally Reckless Show.
Professionally Reckless Show. Yeah, is this Yamis?
This is Yamis.
Hi, Yamis. What's going on, boo? What you feel about this shit? What you feel about this shit, girl?
I feel that a lot of it was people didn't know exactly what was going on. So now that this documentary is coming out, you got to think these people were born in 90s, 91, 92. Right. You know, they didn't really have a good idea of what was going on with R. Kelly. So now that this is coming out and they're seeing more of the story, that's why you're starting to get this buzz and a lot of people not understanding. Yeah. I think the biggest problem is people are accusing and victim blaming these children.
Yeah.
Their children. So whether or not you can sit here and say, oh, they knew better, they're children. They're starstruck. They don't know what's going on.
Okay, I agree.
They're young-minded.
Mm-hmm.
They're
I agree with that. They're only babies.
They can be impressionable. You know,
young and fast.
The fact that you're blaming the children, it's the parents.
Where the fuck is the parents?
For letting them, allowing them to do it.
Getting taken advantage of.
That, but where the parents at? The parents need to be there to be like,
where are the parents? Exactly.
Shoot, the mamas probably wanted to school her.
So what? But you put your daughter. That's like you pimping your daughter.
I would never let my child go and just wander off with a grown man.
Right.
And then for them to be calling his studio knowing that they're there, that's a problem. Why aren't you with your child 24/7 with a grown man? Exactly. That is a problem in itself. But because they were paid off, and of course they have sued, and they got paid off, there's court documents. Because they were paid off, that's a big problem. It's not a child's fault. It is R. Kelly's fault because he is a disgusting, vile man. You're a grown man chasing after children.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in, Yamis.
Hold on. Thank you for calling in, Yamis.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Hold on. Yes, and the last statement she said, he's a disgusting, vile man for chasing young kids. Motherfuckers.
And so his brothers.
Hold on. Listen carefully, because some people got in their feelings when I said this. You know, you have your old Uncle Otis that sits in the attic and only comes out for the fucking families and wants his little youngins.
I'm telling you, it's all too real in the black community,
in your
especially.
Families. You got R. Kelly's in your families that's raping your kids, and I don't see y'all tripping about that. And you will shun it and keep it quiet. And then when R. Kelly comes around, you know what I mean, or whenever it comes around, y'all cool with it. Hold on, let's talk about it because nigga, I don't do secrets no more, and I don't give a fuck if my mother getting her feelings or not. I don't give a fuck. Fuck her, but I'm gonna say it. When you got fucked up shit that happened in your family, you know what I'm saying? These niggas is wrong. It shouldn't happen. Right. So if you're sexually assaulted in any type of fucking way, it should be dealt with. Off the rip. It shouldn't be swept under the rug. It's not right for any grown man to do that to any woman. That shit is wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it needs to be addressed. So this nigga R. Kelly, here's the bottom line. You motherfuckers ain't pressing charges. He was acquitted of all charges. Back then, when this shit happened, when this shit happens, you shouldn't be quiet. You need to stand up and address that shit right then and there, man.
So some people are talking about Andrea Kelly, which is R. Kelly's ex-wife, and how she's the only one who really got paid, who didn't say nothing on the documentary at all, really. That she just said like he was like controlling. She didn't really say much, but she was pretty much the only one who got paid for it. And she was just like, I guess they pulled up a video from February 2017 where she was saying, well, as long as y'all buy his music, like that's my check. And she was in the car with him like, this my baby daddy, blah, blah, blah. But now she just chasing the check pretty much.
Okay,
so she's not really sympathetic. Was it right for them to be on there with actual victims? Like, I mean, I know she was right, but I think she did go through her own.
Let's think about. Hold on, but that's just like some of these parents and some of these parents and people on there. They received a check. Now you want to come forward and tell your story because your money stopped. Hey, Sparkle, your career wasn't shit, bitch. Your career wasn't shit. If it gets back to your people, was a one-hit wonder, and you just a little bit mad because you wondering why your career didn't go to
it. I'm not sure if she got paid for that, but I feel like you can't really be mad at her speaking up for her niece. Like, I know her niece wasn't on there, but I'm just like, why would she speak on it if her niece didn't come forward?
Bitch, hold on. But if you knew this kind of man he was, why would you put your niece around this Negro?
And also, there's a lot of backlash for one of the girls there. There were so many, I didn't really get the
It's
name.
ridiculous, man.
She said that they were having sex with the 14-year-old, and she found out, and I don't know if she stopped or whatever, but she just found out it was a minor, and she just kind of felt bad.
Shit is sad,
his manager was... He, I guess, falsified documents for R. Kelly and Aaliyah
What kind? Well, yo, wait a minute.
Married.
Hold on. Let's talk about all the men that were around him. Well, let's talk about all the men that were around him. They were enablers. Wait a minute. They probably was more than enablers. They were probably in on this
shit. The most unprotected.
Let's be real
Black
here.
Women.
Because you're a grown ass man and you falsify documents just so this dude can marry a minor. Nigga, wait a minute.
So it wouldn't be.
Where you're thinking at?
And they said it was kind of like so it wouldn't be bad for them to have sex. They wanted to get married, so their sex would be valid or something.
It's not valid. That's a baby, dog. That is a baby, and you're a grown ass man. If you condoning this shit, you are probably in on it too. You probably in on it too.
So what happened was the family, Aaliyah's family, what they said was Aaliyah's family, kind of like asked them, was like, you need to annul that and pay us, basically, so they wouldn't tell. So I guess they got money. I think they paid $100. He paid them $100. Yeah, he paid them $100.
What kind of low budget
for the annulment, so them to keep quiet?
$100. $100.
Yeah. So they wouldn't like file suit against R. Kelly for marrying Aaliyah. It's just craziness, and this is the type of stuff that goes on in the black community, especially.
This goes on in every community, not just the black community.
But I know
a lot of this goes on in Hispanic community too.
Definitely. Minorities, community.
See the
like,
crackers.
For real.
I'm gonna say it. The crackers, the white people, they just fuck each other. They fuck each other, brothers and sisters.
There's
a lot of incest going on with them. You know what I mean?
But
I need a break. We need a break.
Break time. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna have Semper Fresh.
And they coming on, y'all.
I'm telling you, they came in here suited and booted. They look good, y'all.
The gear is hot, yo. Niggas, stay tuned. We'll be back.
Stay tuned. this show.
We back, y'all. We
And
back. Guess
who
what we got?
we got?
These niggas is fresh.
I'm telling you, we got Simper Fresh in the building.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! Look, they looking good. I'm talking about professionalism. I'm talking about on time. I'm talking about the entourage is decked out in the gear. I'm talking about this right here. I'm talking about all of this.
It's the whole setup. See, these men, these are businessmen. These are brothers that are businessmen. I like this shit.
Please
right here.
introduce yourselves.
I'm Tweezy.
Tweezy, okay.
Okay, Tweezy.
Kadeem.
Kadeem. Because we got Kadeem and Tweezy. Man, it's an honor to have you brothers here, man.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? I'm glad
Much
to have
love.
y'all here, man. I mean, I got so many questions. I'm going to let Di go first. I always let the ladies go first, dog.
So I know you guys are a clothing brand, but can you guys give us like a little bit of how you guys came up with the brand, how you guys met, things like that? How about that?
So in 2004, we went to boot camp together in the Marine Corps.
Okay, Marine
So
Corps.
that's how we met. He was across the way doing his thing, and then so a little bit after that, once we got out, we were stationed everywhere together. This, that, and the
Mike.
third. And so in the Marine Corps, we got Semper Fi. You know what I mean? So you take the Semper from that, which is the Latin terminology for always. So it's always fresh.
Okay,
You know what I mean? So that's
Yes.
where we came up with the name of the brand.
I like that. Okay, so boot camp. So how did y'all come up with this? With wanting to do clothing?
Well, we initially started with we wanted to do like a boutique
Okay.
because we love shoes. Like
Oh,
between me and him, man, we probably got over like 200 pairs.
What's y'all favorite brand?
Jordan.
Jordans.
Hey, I gotta say Jordan.
Jordans. Okay, so y'all be in lines waiting for shoes
It's imperative.
on Saturdays.
As a recruiter, I was in line in my uniform, my dress blue. Look, I had first. They put me in the front all the time. And I got,
you
two
have to hook
pairs,
up.
like phone, jewelry,
dedication.
all of that.
That's
That's
dedication.
the secret, y'all. If y'all Marines, wear that uniform. Wear the dress blues.
Don't do that nowadays, though.
Look.
Don't do that.
I can relate it. Oh my God, they just took all my words because I got sneakerheads with me right now. They understand my love for the shoes.
Yep.
I don't get it, but I'm a girl.
That's like you got the heels.
You got heels.
But
you got heels.
I'm not really you know what I'm saying? I don't have to have Jordans. I don't have to have Christian Louboutins. I don't have to have.
But do you have multiple pair of shoes, like multiple?
But, well, I'm a
What
female.
does your closet look
Boots.
like? Boots.
Heels.
Yes.
Okay.
What is your closet?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
Thank
Okay,
you.
okay.
Thank you.
All right.
And for us,
But
that's
I do
what
like
it is
men
for us.
I do like men who have a variety of shoes, who have good taste in shoes, who have clean shoes, because you can tell a lot about a man
Of course.
by their shoes, right?
Scuff marks at the bottom.
Oh, if you come with some dingy shoes, then chances are you're a dingy dude.
Right.
Just saying. I'm just saying.
So y'all liked shoes, so y'all wanted to originally open up a boutique for shoes or for clothing?
For shoes, and then when we was talking about the shoes, I'm like, you know what else would be dope? If we had our own clothes to go with the shoes that come out. And so that's where it all.
That's what I'm talking
That's where it
about.
all popped off. for
Okay.
us. And we was looking for a name, and I'm like, let's keep it from where we are, like who we are. And, as Marines, we was like, we can we dress fresh, we fly. Like, why not? Just be
cool.
always fresh.
Thank you.
We just put
I like how y'all took, because fresh is like an urban word. Semper is the Marine Corps part of y'all,
Right.
and then fresh is like y'all urban
Where we
part.
come from.
So
Yeah.
I think it's so it fits y'all. I really do
Yeah.
think it fits y'all. So tell us about some of the products that you guys have, and tell us about that.
So for the products, I mean, first of all, we started in March last year. You know what I'm saying? So for us to be to where we at right now is a true blessing, because it's not easy coming from that low level and just trying to move your way up that
What's
quickly.
your low?
So
What was your low?
starting off with t-shirts.
Hey,
Okay.
That was
you
low.
know what? But you think it's a low, but that's a starting point. You always gotta have a starting point.
Yeah, you gotta have
You know
that.
what I mean? And you work from there. You know.
Yeah, then you just keep flipping. So
Nigga,
like,
hell yeah, I love
every-
t-shirts.
Every time we stack a little bit more bread, we put more product on the table. So I mean, from hoodies, t-shirts, female dresses, kids shirts, sweat tops, hats. We're just trying to do the whole thing, keep building.
So in other words, there's no limit to what y'all gonna do.
I love it.
Oh no,
the sky's the limit.
The sky is.
So the sky is.
The sky
there's no limit to the sky. That sky don't end. It just keep going, man.
Look, I got a question about the logo. How did you come up with it?
So we actually have three. The third one hasn't even came out yet. The Lady Fresh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's Lady Fresh?
Yeah, it's coming.
She gonna be looking like Riley from the Boondocks.
Yo, why when I looked at that joint, I thought of the Boondocks the first thing I thought of, man.
So, our boy, we can't forget about him, Deke.
D, shout him out.
Deke.
Shout him out.
Shout out to Deke. He was in the Marines too. I met him in Quantico back in like 2009.
Okay, shout out to Deke.
He was a graphic designer, so he graduated from the institute up here in DC.
Oh wow!
So I hit him up and I'm like, "Yo, Deke, we about to drop this clothing line, man. We need a logo." And he was like, "All right, I'm gonna send you a few, designs, and y'all go from there." So it was just a face.
Okay.
So he sent us I want to say 9 faces. So me and Kadeem, we went through them and we picked 3. And what he did was he combined them and then he added a body to them. And from there, when he sent it to us, we was like, "Yo, we love that. That's dope."
It's dope.
Yo, I think the joint is dope, man.
It's so dope. I'm really excited about
that. Look like that could be my son.
I'm really excited about your products. But who do you feel like buys your products more? Would you think that the Marine, the military people do more because they understand
my damn question.
The simper?
Kind of, sort of. I mean, it's been a good balance of both. A lot of times it come in waves, you know what I mean? Like a lot of times we'll get a lot of just regular people, never even been in the military, and then a lot of times depending on kind of the type of thing that we drop, whatever product we drop, kind of depends on who gonna pick it up the most. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
But we do get some heavy military support. So
you pay attention
all
to your
branches
customers.
You got to.
You have to.
You also pay attention to the competitors, but they really, a lot of these guys not even competitors. They friends, Capital District. You know what I mean? They've been there with us from day one. You know what I mean? And he always showed us love.
Okay, cool. That's
Julius,
what's up.
Shout out to Julius, man.
So that's like black business helping black business.
I'm
man.
telling you, I'm all for that, and we are so happy for you to be here today because of that. We really want to get small businesses out there, especially black businesses out there, because it's so many things out there you can buy from Target or whatever. But what would you think sets your brand apart from other brands?
One of the biggest things that's been setting our brand apart, I know y'all remember, y'all a little bit old school too. So y'all remember how all the black brands used to have the character.
Hell yeah!
You know what I'm saying?
That was the eye catcher.
Yeah. So if you notice though, that kind of went away for a little bit. You know,
not a little bit, or a whole lot of it. You know what I mean?
Somebody has that.
No.
Yeah, so we're trying to bring that type of look back.
One?
I mean, you have FUBU, you have Fat Albert. Remember the Fat Albert?
The Fat Albert, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Iceberg.
Damn.
Y'all taking it back. Y'all taking it back.
Look, wait a minute. Well, how old was you back then with the Iceberg?
Man, I was.
Wait a minute. Because I know I had some Iceberg gears. I was fresh back then. You couldn't tell me nothing about the Iceberg, dog. Nigga, now when you say Iceberg, they be like, ice what?
So the logo is basically what makes, we taking it back. We kind of classic. Basically,
we basically we did the logo, and sometimes we just leave it for instance, the Kid Fresh. You know what I mean? It don't have anything on it. We just want you to. It's a conversation piece.
But it's something when you look at the logo, it's something that you can relate to, and everybody can relate to because you see this person in your neighborhood.
Right.
You see him dressed like this because you yourself may dress like this yourself, so you can relate. So I know I relate. You know
what's your newest product that you guys have come up with?
Fresh.
What's the what?
The newest product.
The newest
that you have.
Yeah.
It's the sweatshirt. Okay, let's see it. Can we see it?
He got hoodies.
Oh, this is dope.
Oh,
look at that, y'all.
See, I would rock that. Hold on.
You see it?
Wait, y'all. Because I got some Jordans in the box. I need the bracelets too, because the bracelets is important.
Look. I'm telling you, before y'all go to Walmart or before y'all go to Polo,
that's quality, man.
Your black businesses, this is some dope stuff.
That's
the material
quality.
Is great, for real.
Let me feel this up a little bit.
Hey, you see that hoodie though? Hey, feel the inside of that hoodie.
Did you say that? You already say hoodie.
Hey, feel the inside of it.
See, I need that. See, that keeps it warm. Look, you want feel, girl? It feel fleece. It feel warm.
Fleece in there. there?
Oh shit!
Oh, it's good quality. It's not like
party foul.
Yeah, party foul.
Hey,
Trump.
Oh, did I spill?
Yeah, she party foul.
Did I? Where?
Hey, you need to post some more up.
Oh, I do. I'm sorry. Well, you handed me the sweater all weird.
Damn it! It was the sleeves.
How is my fault?
Look, let me get his little face back out there. We're not trying to get a liquor on the merchandise,
it
man.
Feels so warm. That's a good quality. You can tell y'all ain't buy them shirts from Walmart. Y'all ain't buy them shirts from Walmart. That's some good quality. I'm really like impressed by it. I really am. This is my first time actually seeing this stuff hands on. I always see it in pictures and stuff. You guys have a good support base
the
actually for the brand.
The dad hats, dog.
Like
the dad hats are important.
So, what can we expect to be next for you guys? As far as like, are you gonna go off venture into something else, or are you guys still doing the shoe thing, wanting to do the shoe thing, or what?
Well, me on this side, like I'm a music producer.
Okay.
We incorporate that with the clothing brand too, because the urban community is, it's for everybody. So that's why we've been getting a lot of calls like, "Hey, where the lady logo at?"
Right. I was wondering that. I was wondering.
I don't like these too, but we also make like crop tops for the ladies.
Okay.
With Super Fresh on it. But we got
some stuff coming. You working on some stuff?
I got a question. So where can they get your stuff from?
Okay.
Simplefreshclothing.com.
Hey, so we got somebody that wants to ask y'all some questions that called in. Can we talk to them real quick? This is Professionally Reckless. You got Simple Fresh on the line. What's good? Who is this?
Yo, what's good? What's good? You got Milkman on deck.
What's going on, Milkman? What's happening?
What's up, Milkman?
He's here to bring the milk real quick. What's going on, Milkman?
Ain't nothing. I see the boys got that gear out there. I wonder, because I be in the gym. Y'all got that gym wear?
We got the gym wear.
We got that too.
Oh, they have gym wear.
We got the gym wear too.
Yeah, we got the three-quarter sleeves for the gym, man. We got the fitness tank tops too.
Oh,
really?
Cool.
Now
that's what's up. Okay.
I like what I see. Where can I get that shit from?
Simplefreshclothing.com.
Okay, Superflex. They got a website.
Yeah, the website is up, and also you can catch us on Facebook. You can also go on IG too.
Look, they have a website and everything.
Everything.
I'm going to the website.
Okay, that's what's up. Hey, fellas, I like that shit, man.
Appreciate you, family.
I want to shout out GTB and all them GTB girls.
GTB. There we go.
GTB and all the GTB girls. Okay. Thanks for calling in, Milkman.
Thank you, man. We appreciate it. Look, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on their website right now, y'all.
Tony's
I'm
really
ignorant. I really went to their website like, yo, you know what I mean?
Oh, I wanted to ask you guys. Another call.
Oh, he hung up. They hung up. They didn't want to talk to us.
They didn't want to talk.
They probably wanted to yell at me because I spilled my liquor.
So I wanted to get kind of on a personal level with you guys, asking where you guys are from and about your home lives. Are y'all comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Like, this is our first time
Hey, we talking about everything.
Like, this is like,
I'm hating her right now. I love her, but I'm hating her right now. Chick, stay out my mind. Damn you.
That's why
That's why.
Hello.
We got a call.
Got one more call.
We got a call. It's Professionally Reckless. We got Simple Fresh on the line. Who we talking to? Hello. Yeah,
Professionally Reckless. We got Simple Fresh.
Who we talking to?
I'm just calling. I had to support. I see them brothers on. I had to call, baby.
Oh shit. Who we talking to? Who we talking to? I feel the support. We love the support, but who we talking to? We need to know your name, brother.
Hey, they call me Chef Means. I don't be cooking, but they call me Chef Means.
Oh, Lord.
What up, though?
What you got for us, Chef Means?
Hey, look, I be cooking this stuff. Do y'all got any like aprons and shit?
A new market, untapped market.
Hey, Means, I tell you what, we've been doing special orders lately too. So if you need one, we got you.
There you go.
All right.
Hey,
versatile.
Hey, I want one to say Chef Means the Great, and I want GTB on the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And hey, y'all probably could give me a chef hat too. The tall one.
Hey, you know what they said earlier? The sky's the limit, so there's no limit to what they can do.
All right.
You know what I mean? It can happen.
Hey, Means, what you gonna put on that? What you want us to put on that chef hat?
Hey, on the chef hat, I want you to put, chef with the hashtag, Chef Means it with the pot, boy.
All right, we got you.
Hey, Means, thanks for calling in.
Hey, shout out to my friends. Hey, shout out to GTB. Hey, shout out to y'all brothers, man. Keep it going, man. I love it.
All right, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Oh, there's the website. Semper Fresh. Look at that. That's so dope.
Yeah. What that little bell like?
I'm telling you, when I see that logo, I know that logo. Okay, when I see that logo, I know what it is.
Too, that developed the web.
Creech.
Like
Shout out to Creech. He created the website.
That joint is dope. You know, I'm a fan.
So y'all gonna make aprons? Cause I cook too. Y'all gonna be.
So it's not only aprons. So from my understanding is y'all gonna be versatile and can do anything. Like if a customer requests something, you can make that happen.
Right. I really think it's
within reason though. Within reason.
Yeah. I really think it's about y'all really making y'all mark because being willing to put your stamp on what you are passionate about. You know what I'm saying? Like what people want. And then having that landmark, like, oh, I know what that is. That's a black business right there. Like, I feel like if I ever see this on the apron or something, I'll be like, yo, how you know about, you know?
Yeah, because from this point on, if I see a nigga walking down the street and I'm like, oh, nigga, yeah. So we right here.
You might want to ask him why he wearing an apron walking down the street.
That would be, yo, I don't put nothing past nobody these days.
Look, folks is crazy.
Hey.
Right.
Just dressed in an apron, walking with his butt cheeks hanging out.
Shout out to Pops. Look, they have such
shout out to the family. They here.
I'm telling you,
they have family support.
Shout out to the family, my wife, my son, my daddy, everybody here.
Yeah.
Yo, hands down. Yo, his son is like the coolest. He not paying us no mind. My man is broke down in the chair, ace deuce tray, watching the video like I'm sipping Sunny D. I'm just chilling. I ain't paying attention to nothing with none of y'all.
Did you want to shout anybody out?
Shout out to my baby girls, Elise and Elena.
Shout out.
And Elena, shout out to you guys.
You know, it's always a beautiful thing when you see black business, man.
Okay.
And it is because, you know, there's not a lot of us, and there's not a lot. Well, let me rephrase that. There's not a lot of successful black business. You know,
and the thing is, sometimes we are crabs in a bucket when we come to our own.
Yes.
And
I know that y'all deal with that. That was my question to you. I know that y'all deal with that, and it's like, what's up, brother? You know what I mean? Yeah. Can you hook me up? Come on, we brothers. Can you hook me up?
Like I tell my family, we both do. We tell them like, look, man,
if you support me,
we investing in this. Like, if you want to invest in it, invest in it. Like, it takes money.
It takes money.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, on some real, like, I stopped working. Like, I just stopped working for 2019 so I can put all my heart into this and the music. So,
so you quit. So you stopped working and you just jumping off that cliff,
right?
And going for it.
Right.
And I think that right there is what's scary for a lot of people.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? Because you have to be willing to accept, you know what I mean, whatever happens. But you have to chase your dream though.
And you know what? It's a lot of backlash if you do it and then you aren't where you want to be, where people think you should be, you know, and so they doubt you. And that's so discouraging sometimes. But I want you to keep your head up. Like, this is such a positive thing. And I wanted to know what you guys do. Do you guys do anything for the black community or anything
is there any like charities? Anything?
Or any charities?
We're trying to like find a good like charity
to support.
Because I mean,
can't give your money to everybody.
It's a lot of flaky ones.
Yo, it's a lot.
Right.
Omar Johnson.
You know what? Okay, so hold on. I mean, like some of the charities, like one of the charities that I really want to start focusing on is the veterans, man. It's some of these disabled veterans, man.
Yeah, that's
these dudes gave their life for us, and they put their life on the lines, and the way they're being treated now is just crazy. And unbelievably disrespectful, man.
That's very true.
And you guys would know that. You know what I mean? How y'all being treated after putting your life on the line, and y'all served, and now how y'all treated now. I think that's a dope one, man.
I wanted to get a little bit of insight for the audience of like your lives and like so they can relate to you on a personal level.
Where y'all from?
A little bit more.
So I'm from Savannah, Georgia, originally.
Okay.
That's where I grew up at first 17 years of my life. From that point, you know what I'm saying, I joined the Marine Corps to get a better life. You know what I mean? Because where I come from, not no sob story. My parents gave me everything that I ever needed, but we didn't have the best. You know what I mean?
Respect.
Right.
But at the same time, they worked hard for us and they did their thing.
Shout out to Pops.
But one of the biggest things I want to hit on a little bit about what y'all was just talking about, what we really want to do is start our own type of charity. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to piggyback off of, and that's dope what everybody is doing, and I love it. But I want to start we want to start our own.
What would it
you know what
kinda
I'm saying?
be?
So we kind of want to, or we've been talking about it back and forth. We want to orientate it to, you know, people who come from not that good environments, who struggle with poverty. You know, everybody know the struggle, man, and a lot of people, the majority of us, especially minorities, have been through this struggle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand that. Like I currently, right now, I work for the Architect of the Capitol down in D.C., so I got a government job, and people I work with on a daily basis don't understand where our people come from. You know what I'm saying? They don't. And that's a big deal. So we want to spread that awareness, and we want to help the youth as much as we can, so that they have that guidance that they need. They'll know about taxes. They'll know about saving their money. They'll know about applying for college and stuff like that.
We got a call. Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off. I want to get back to that because what you were saying.
Thank you for
that. That right there. But hold on. This is Professionally Reckless. Who we got on the line?
We got Simper Fresh in the building, too.
You got to shout them out. Who we talking to? Hello.
Hey, this is Eddie, Kadeem brother.
What's up, Eddie? What's
big bro.
What's going on, Eddie?
Big Eddie.
Let me get that ball one more time.
Oh, look, I heard you the big brother. So what you got to say, big bro?
Big brother.
Hey, all I want to say is real quick is that without a shadow of a doubt, those two guys right there, with their drive, their love, and their passion for that clothing line.
Respect.
Like I've never seen nothing like it, man. It's going to be internationally known very, very soon, because those two guys are not going to give up on their dream and their passion. And their dream and their passion is not just to provide what you see on that table, it's to provide the love and the dedication that they have for everybody on this earth for what they believe in, man.
Respect.
Oh, my goodness. That was well said. Did y'all get him? Did y'all tell him?
Did you rehearse that? Man, he wrote that down last night.
Can you call in for me?
That's preacher, man. That's
preacher. I need him to call for me, man.
Oh, my goodness. Thanks for calling in
man.
so much.
Thank you for calling in, man.
Hey, you bro.
Oh my goodness.
All y'all at the table, man. Y'all keep it up, from the producers to the camera people, everybody, man. Much love to everyone.
Respect, brother. Respect. Thank you. Wow, that was dope, man. That was.
Can he speak at my funeral?
Huh, man. Listen, dog.
I ain't got no funeral.
Can I just?
Jesus, we ain't talking about a funeral. Let's speak at all. I just need him to speak somewhere, dog.
Hey, with all this technology, man, we might be alive for like 100, 200, 300 years.
You know what? And that's fine though, because that means your business is gonna keep running for
hey, man, gonna keep thriving.
Y'all are gone, man. And people still be like, I want that gear.
Right.
Where can I get that gear from?
I wanted to get some of your background.
Yeah, we need to get you.
I'm from Detroit, east side of Detroit.
I'm from Detroit.
East side.
East 8 Mile. But you know, I grew up. You know, we wasn't well off, but we had what we had. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But just growing up, I knew that I wasn't gonna go to college off the jump.
Right.
I'm telling you.
I just wanted to party and mess with the girls.
See, at least he's honest. There's honesty there.
My mom kept trying to like push me to go to college, but she'd wake me up on weekends and like send me to go take my ACT when I ain't even studied. I'm like, yo, you setting me up, like, you know what I mean? But one day, you know, a Marine came in, pulled me out of class. See, they don't do this everywhere. They let you come in Detroit schools and pull you out of class.
Really?
So he pulled me out. Yeah, he pulled me out of class, and he knew my whole background. Like, I know you the captain on the baseball team, this, and that. I know you want to go to Norfolk State. Okay. But if you don't, here's your opportunity, you know, come check us out. So I took that back to mom, and she was like, you ain't about to fight no white man. Look. So my pops was cool with it.
Pops was cool.
Yeah, pops was cool
Mom
with it.
wasn't
My
having
brother
it.
was definitely cool with it. He was like, yo, do what you gotta do. My big brother was like, yo, go ahead, do it. Like, get out
Like,
the
you gonna be
streets.
badass.
Because I mean, I figured like if I didn't go, I probably wouldn't be here to this day, because I lost a couple of my boys. Rest in peace, Lil Aunt, Dion. You know what I mean? It was just so many, Keith, like that I lost just from being in, you know what I mean, before I left and while I was in, like, you know, I lost a couple of my homies. So
that just validation that you made the right decision.
We was staying in. We was staying in. And, you know, due to the cutbacks and stuff, you know, they forced me and Kadeem out.
Okay.
So, you know, it was kind of a little like bittersweet, but at the end of the day, I knew that what I did in the Marine Corps was worth it. Those 11 years, but I knew I had something better.
Right. Okay.
And it was only a matter of time.
And
that
y'all
God
made it happen.
God put
y'all together, and then
he was
boom.
in Pennsylvania, and I was here, and we ended up coming back together.
And now y'all have Semper Fresh.
Y'all got a whole business, like for real, and y'all are doing it out here. So, as far as like your clients, how many would you say that you have? Is it like a lot?
Man, that's kind of a hard question.
I got it yesterday. It was over like.
Are you getting better? Are you advancing?
I'm checking the stats, and it's like 200-300.
Good. So we trying to get you out there. Like I really support this.
I need y'all to support this.
It's classic. It really is.
Look at this right here.
And it's good quality.
We got to call. Somebody else want to talk to these brothers. Yo, this is Professionally Reckless. Who we talking to? We got Semper Fresh on the line. Say something to these brothers.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Turn your radio down.
Turn your radio down. Turn your TV down. Turn your monitor. Turn something down. There you go, brother. Now, who
my
we
bad.
talking to?
It was the podcast, my God.
Oh, okay. Who we talking to right now?
Hey, this is Justin.
What up, Justin?
I just want to say I respect Antoine's and Kadeem's hustle. You know, I met Antoine in the Marine Corps. We was in the same unit. I met Kadeem through Antoine. Hey, I appreciate y'all. I salute y'all hustle, man. I've never seen anybody to start their own business at the time that y'all did and prosper so well and y'all get back to y'all customers. And from one brother to another, I appreciate y'all. I salute you. And I'm looking forward to the future to see how big y'all get.
Yes.
And see how you make it out here.
Thank you so much. Look at all the merchandise on the site. This site is so laid out. Thank you so much for calling, Justin.
That's that black.
You're welcome. You know,
that's 100, man. Appreciate that.
Thank you so much for calling in and listening in and supporting black businesses.
I'm sorry, I'm ignorant right now, but I'm looking at that Blue Fresh. I got
nice.
Some,
the site is laid out.
Oh, it's right there.
You know it's on there.
Yeah, I got
I'm talking about they came prepared today. I'm talking about professional. I'm talking about like well put together, punctual. I'm like, this is how a black business should be. This is how you really like knock out all of the stereotypes when it comes down to black businesses.
And that's what I'm saying, because they get stereotyped, and then when you meet brothers like this that are professional,
and you got people calling in.
Right.
This isn't planned. People are calling in, supporting these two young black men.
You know what I'm surprised at? Because we only got like 2 listeners that only listen to this. Real. And today,
have way more.
We got
a phone call, y'all.
We got a phone call. Nigga, the time flew past.
We
got 5 minutes left. God damn, this went by. This was dope.
5 minutes is going to be on you guys if you want to take it to just say whatever you want. This is we're here to support you. This is your time.
This is your platform right now. We just going to sit
go for it.
Just for the record, this brand is for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I run into a lot of kids. I go to George Mason University. I'm a senior now.
Oh, cool.
Respect.
Studying marketing or whatever. But I let them guys know, like, Asian guys, it's for every race.
Yeah.
This ain't just a black thing.
Right,
you know
okay.
what I mean? We just black-owned business. Just don't let that, get you out of the ordinary.
Asians is going to rock that.
Yeah, but this is what we do. This is what we love. And, hip-hop culture and everything that we love is for everybody.
So support black businesses, support small businesses, support.
Hands down. Wait a minute. I got a question. It's
for everybody. Everybody.
This is off topic. Who's your favorite hip-hop artist? Just because this is a black radio show that we love the music. Who's your favorite hip-hop artist? Go.
All time?
Ooh.
All time.
All time.
Lil Boosie.
Lil Boosie.
Boosie badass.
Lil Boosie. I respect that. All time.
T.I.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
We close. We close.
I respect that.
So when y'all are in a space together, do y'all kind of like battle? About what y'all gonna play, or y'all pretty much?
We love every like he put me on T Grizzly, and I'm from Detroit.
Really?
Yeah, like he
shame
like,
on you.
Like Tweez, you ain't heard this dude? He like, look, watch this video.
You know why? You know why she feeling like that?
You know how ratchet I get when T Grizzly come on.
You know why she feeling like that?
I'll be ready.
Is that a Detroit thing? That's a Detroit thing. That's why you feel like that. Look.
I'm serious. Because that music get us like in a whole other zone. Like he put me on like we just listen to so much music. We just share it.
But that's y'all main people.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful thing, y'all.
What you got?
And y'all hear from Mr. Savage, aka Mr. Chunk. I'm right now. I'm Mr. In Between, but I'm gonna tell you this much.
He always sideways.
What you got, Kadeem?
I need y'all to support this, man.
So I just want to say a couple things. One of the biggest things that I run into is trusting in what you're doing. You know what I mean? Don't allow somebody to take you out your position. You know what I mean? So I get a lot of feedback, which I love to death, but a lot of that stuff is them trying to get you to orient something because they like it. When you building a brand, you got to build that brand and you got to stand behind it all 10 toes. So that's one of the biggest focuses. Also supporting other people. You know what I'm saying? Because you can look at my closet right now. I ain't got nothing but small business stuff filled up in there. You know what I'm saying? I heard y'all I think it was last week before last, talking about black-owned businesses and prices being high, but yet we buying Gucci, we buying Prada, we buying this, we buying that for $200, $300 a shirt sometimes.
Nigga,
you know what I'm saying?
Support my black business to keep my money with my brothers and sisters.
Yep.
And I'm gonna spend that bread.
So support small businesses, black-owned business. It don't matter. I don't care about color.
Right.
Support small businesses and support your people. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of people kind of misinterpret when people say support black businesses. It's not that we are saying white people are excluded or any other race is excluded. It's that it's a big deal that we have the opportunity to have ownership of something that is ours, and it's so rare that it's like, and we don't get the support that the other businesses get. For sure. You know, so if we're not aware that this is a black business, how can we contribute to our own people? You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So if you're Asian, Caucasian, whatever, Simper Fresh is for everybody. These dudes was in the Marine Corps. I was in the Marine Corps side by side with people of different. They was drill instructors. He was a drill instructor. He was a recruiter. And it's another drill instructor. Kadeem's wife is a drill instructor. Was a drill instructor. Like,
she over there.
I'm telling you. I gotta wrap it up.
We out of here, yo.
Simper Fresh
is in the building.
Simper Fresh.
I want to thank you brothers for coming out and telling your story, supporting showing your business. I wish y'all nothing but a prosperous year for you guys.
Much love.
And I will be supporting myself.
Okay.
Supporting myself.
All right. It's been the Professionally Reckless Show with Simper Fresh Clothing. Kadeem and Tweezy. I don't know why I was. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.